Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode of Props and Terry. I'm your host, Terry Edelman. You can find me over on X at TPix, ready to give out some player props for this Friday slate. Before we get to that, of course, we will look back at the last show, which was on Wednesday. Very small slate yesterday. I guess to recap yesterday, 0-2 on my Milwaukee Brewers props. Collins and Contreras both got one HRR. Couldn't get that second one. So unfortunate play there. And then yesterday, starting the season 0-1 in the NFL, sadly, CeeDee Lamb in the first quarter had two chances to get the touchdown early on. Got to the 3-yard line, and then the second chance he was interfered with in the end zone. And then after that, it was just a disaster game for him after that. So 0-3 day yesterday, unfortunately, but looking to have a good day here to start the weekend. Taking a look back at our last show, which was on Wednesday. Kyle Higashioka over 1.5 hit run RBIs, lost. A rare time where Higashioka doesn't come through, but hey, it's going to happen. So a loss there. But Isaac Collins, while he didn't cash for me last night, he did cash for us on the last show, over 1.5 hit run RBIs. So overall, 1-1 on the last show. I'm giving out all three of my MLB props today. The only three MLB props I have. If you're looking for premium plays, I've got a best bet in football tonight and also a touchdown scorer as well. Both available on Picks and Parlays. And if you're wondering about free plays, I did a free pick video for tonight's game a week or so ago. It's available, obviously, on the YouTube channel. And then the write-up is also available for free on Picks and Parlays as well. But we're going to jump into today's slate. I'm going to first talk about the first game here, which is the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Baltimore Orioles here in this game. Tyler Glasnow on the mound for the Dodgers. Overall, 1-3 with a 3.41 ERA in 14 starts. And in his last 7 starts, 0-2 with a 3.63 ERA. So not giving up a ton of runs overall, but is getting hit. And his ERA is pretty decent, but is finding ways to lose games for the Dodgers. And then Dean Kramer on the other side, 9-10 with a 4.52 ERA. Should never have not bet him in the last game. The last time I stayed off Jackson Holiday on Wednesday because he was facing a lefty. And yes, he had been so hot, but he was facing a lefty. So I thought, you know what? I'll stay off him today. What happens? He hits a home run in his first at bat. So got the day off yesterday. Now back today, and I'm going to go back to him here. Over 1.5 bases plus 145. He just has that hot bat right now. He's hitting the ball very well. So we'll go back to him here. Over 1.5 bases plus 145 for Holiday, and he has done this now in 7 consecutive games. The wind is blowing out in this game, as is the other 2 games I'm going to talk about. So Mother Nature is helping, or should be helping, if the weather reports are right here tonight. Game number 2 is and this is rare, I don't really talk about these 2 teams a lot, but San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals here in this one. Bear with me. Carson Seymour starting for the Giants. 0-2 with a 4.74 ERA. He's only made 1 start, 11 games played this season. And then for the St. Louis Cardinals, we have Michael McGreevy, 6-2 with a 4.17 ERA, 12 games played, 11 starts. So a nice 6-2 record, but his ERA is kind of high. 45 hits in his last 40.2 innings pitched. So definitely a guy that can give up some hits. And looking at the San Francisco Giants team right now, they are absolutely red hot. They've had their ups and downs this year. The Giants, they've definitely been hot at times. They've also been cold at times. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. They've won 4 in a row. And they only find themselves 5 games back of the Padres for second, and they are close to a wild card spot as well. I believe they are 4 games behind the Mets. So other teams above them in the playoff picture are struggling right now, but this Giants team is hot. So they'll be looking to keep going tonight. And the player we're going to be taking, there's a few I could have looked at right now. Obviously, when you've won 9 of your last 10 games, you're probably hitting pretty well, which is the case. But I'm going with Willy Adames, over 1.5 hit run RBIs, minus 115. Why? Well, 6 consecutive games with multiple HRRs and hit a home run in 3 of those games. So he has been hitting the ball well. As I said earlier, all 3 games today, wind is blowing out, which will help him there. And McGreevy, as I said, giving up a ton of hits. So I like Willy Adames, over 1.5 hit run RBIs. Hopefully he gets a hit and someone's on base, on second base or third base, and we can have a nice early cash. That's the hope here. But we'll continue on to our last game here, which is the Athletics against the Los Angeles Angels here in this one. And on the mound for the Athletics is Mason Barnett, 0-1 with an 11.25 ERA and 1 start. Against Texas, 4 innings pitched, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 strikeout. So pretty much one of the worst things you could hope for on your major league debut is to have numbers like that. So he's going to be looking to improve here. And then for the Angels, Jose Serrano, 10-9 in the season with a 3.68 ERA. And it must be frustrating for Angels fans because some games he is so good, like his last game against Houston, 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. But then other games, like his last game against the Athletics, 5.2 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned runs. Other games he's had given up 5, 6 home runs. A game against Boston, 8 hits, 7 earned runs. So he is a guy that can definitely get hit. And there's a few Athletics players that do really well against him in the past. And we are going to take one of them, Lawrence Butler, over 1.5 hit run RBIs, plus 125. Here, Butler has multiple HRs in 5 of his last 6 games. So he's heating up right now. He's 5 for 14 against Jose Serrano with a double and 2 home runs. So he's had success against him. Before we get to the recap, I do want to mention 2 other players that I was really leaning with that didn't make the cut for today's props. One, George Springer in the Yankees and Toronto game. Springer has just been, I don't even know how to describe him with the bounce back season he's had this year, and he's just been absolutely fantastic for the Jays. He's got multiple bases in recent games. I think his multiple bases prop was around minus 115, minus 120. So I ultimately stayed off. Schlittler has been pitching well also. So that's what kept me off there. And then in the last game we just talked about, Brent Rooker. As I said, a few Athletics players have had success against Serrano. Butler obviously being one of them. Rooker is another. And Shea Langeliers as well. So some different options on today's slate, but looking over the slate, my favorite 3 props, the ones I locked in, were Jackson Holiday, over 1.5 bases, plus 145. Willy Adames, over 1.5 hit run RBIs, minus 115. And Lawrence Butler, over 1.5 hit run RBIs, plus 125 here on today's slate. I'm sure being an Angels fan is frustrating in itself. Yeah, I'm sure as well. Plus 125. How can you not? Great find. I agree, Hal. I agree. But that's today's show. There will be a show tomorrow. No show Sunday. Honestly, I probably won't even look at any MLB props on Sunday. First NFL Sunday of the year. Baseball will have to just take a back seat for Sunday because I'm going to have too many plays for football as it is. So thank you guys for watching. Check out the NFL videos if you want. NFL free picks for Sunday. I'm making the videos very shortly. So they'll be out in about 4 to 5 hours. So check it back on the YouTube channel around 6-ish. And the videos should debut around then. Or you can become a member for the YouTube channel if you want to help support the channel, and then you can get access to the videos right away. But thank you for watching. Best of luck on the Friday slate, and we'll see you back again tomorrow. Thanks as always. No problem, Hal. Thanks for watching as always. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Best of luck.